It is cold and windy and chilly outside, but inside things are heating up as we get closer to tip-off on this Tuesday night. A huge rivalry game in store between the Baker Wildcats and your MNU Pioneers. Noah, can you believe we are already 10 games into the new season?
That's unreal, dude. It feels like we have so much basketball left, and there's also not enough basketball to be played. It's like, man, we've only played a couple games. No, we played 10. We've got through a bunch. It's exciting to be here. This game is always a tight one. It doesn't matter what the talent levels are, who's playing on the court, who's coaching, even back in Rockies days with these close games. So this is going to be an exciting one here in the Cook Center.
Exactly. These two teams have had a fierce rivalry for many years, including last year where they matched up in the conference semifinals. Baker just edged out MNU 70-67. MNU and Coach Epker looking for revenge tonight.
Yeah, it was just a year before that the Pioneers knocked out Baker out of the conference tournament. So a literal revenge tour for Baker last year. They lost a lot of seniors, looking at a whole new lineup for the Baker Wildcats. Kind of a little bit for the Pioneers, not as much. We're going to get into our intros here with our starting lineups, national anthem and such, and then we'll come back and give you the starting lineups.
Let's do it.
Now everyone please stand for the opening invocation, led by Senior Student Assistant Coach Dante Wheatcroft, and then remain standing as we honor our country by the playing of the national anthem. Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. We thank you for just meeting us in this gym. We pray that everyone would return safely from wherever they come from. Lord, we just pray that we would give you all the honor and glory, and that everyone here would come to know you. We pray this all in your name. Amen. And now for tonight's starting lineups, first for Baker University. Starting at guard, 6'2" senior from Iowa, Illinois, number 0, Miles Tucker. As the other guard, 5'11" junior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 10, Alex Gunnell. As the other guard, 5'9" junior from Butler, Missouri.
We need one camera up here.
Carter Trudeau.
One from down there up here.
At forward, 6'4" freshman from Kansas City, Missouri, number 12, Cam Jones. And at the other forward, 6'7" junior from Dallas, Texas, number 3, Eli Obeski. Baker's coached by Sean Dooley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 6'2" junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 3, Malachi Riggins. At the other guard, 6'2" freshman from Dallas, Texas, number 10, Uriah Butte. At the other guard, 6'4" junior from Olathe, Kansas, number 12, Isaiah Cole. At the other guard, 6'4" sophomore from Des Moines, Iowa, number 33, Elijah Voss. with Kimberlite. Players are coached by Adam Hepker, assisted by Trey Brown and Gabriel Jordan. Tonight's referees are David Justin Criddle.
Absolutely stoked for this matchup as we get set. Pioneers in the home whites, Baker in their road black uniforms. We are set and ready to go for this one. The Pioneers coming off of a huge win on Saturday, 73-71 in a tight one against Mount Mercy. A much needed win for sure. They're looking to build off that momentum here tonight.
Yeah, the Pioneers 2-1 in the conference, hoping to continue that success. Weird action here out of Baker to start the game.
Zay instantly steals the ball out of the hands of Carter Trumbore. And kind of an odd sequence to start this one, but here we go. Going to see a lot of physical play between these two rivals. Looks like they're going to re-tip here to start the game.
Interesting. I haven't seen that too often in the Coast
Center.
That. All right.
Baker kind of has, they run their offense through two guys, Alex Gunnels and Miles Tucker. Miles Tucker, their leading scorer with 16.5 points a game. And then Cam Jones with 12 a game. They're going to look to get those two in action early and often tonight. Like you said, Noah, though, a completely new starting five for Baker. Here's a three from the wing for Malachi Bryant. A hot start for the Bostonian to put the Pioneers on the board.
That's who they need to get going. They got a bunch of offense in the court now with Uriah Boutte starting. If those two in the backcourt can get something going, it's going to be hard for Baker to get anything.
Zay comes in quickly. Caberline able to poke it away. That's another thing. Baker turns the ball over a ton.
Yeah.
Teams are averaging 12 steals a game against these Wildcats. Something the Pioneers would love to execute on. Here's an NBA range three from Boutte. It's good.
There's a reason this guy went from red shirt to starting, because he can light it up from all three levels on the offensive end. It'll be exciting to watch him play.
It's a great shot fake. Three-pointer from Tucker is no good. He's going to keep shooting from beyond the arc. 46% three-point shooter. Voss has it now. Gives it up to Boutte. They swing it around. Isaiah Cole backing down his defender. Gets it to Voss. He'll try a three. It's good! Red hot start for the Pioneers. 9-0 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for a better start if you're Coach Adam Hepker. All of a sudden, the threes are draining just like we saw first game, coming out of the gates. So Adam Hepker's happy here. 9-0 lead as the Pioneers force an early timeout, something I know Dooley does not want to do. He's one of those guys who saves his team timeouts for the end. Mostly the time he has 3 or 4 left in the game in the second half, and not this time.
90 seconds in, and head coach Sean Dooley has already seen enough. What a start for the Pioneers. I mean, you make three-pointers, and you only allow Baker one shot, and you got 2 turnovers. Literally could not draw it up any better for Coach Hepker. Here's Alex Gunnels bringing the ball up, trying to turn this game around for Baker. But starting 9 points under. It's going to be asking for a lot from these guys. Kind of a rough start to the season, and there's another turnover. Now Malachi Bryant streaking down the court, tries to go up. It's going to be a jump ball, but it'll stay on this end. Pioneer basketball. Baker so far 2-6 this year, 1-2 in the Hart Conference. Had a rough one on Saturday, taking the loss to Missouri Valley, 95-71. And that wayward pass slips out of the fingers of Uriah Boutte. That's the first Pioneers turnover of the night. Miles Tucker matched up with Zay. They're going to want to match up Zay with him most of the night. It's definitely one of their most dynamic scorers. You want to put Isaiah Cole typically on the best scorer. Trying a long three and drills it. Miles Tucker showing off his excellent three-point shooting ability there, and the Wildcats are on the board.
Yeah, you got to watch him from every part of the lane, especially from the three-point line. You almost want to dare him to go take a layup. He's not near as good at the rim as he is outside, which is an oddity at this level. But
absolutely. Ball screen from Caden Caberline. Bryant driving inside, makes a move, cannot get the bucket to go, but gets his own miss. Nice shot fake, kicks it out to Voss. He'll try a three. Just a bit strong off the back iron, rebound Baker. Here comes Tucker the other way. Gives it up to Gunnels. He drives inside and loses the ball. Boutte ends up with it. Another Baker turnover.
Yeah, the stories of the season are starting to play out for both teams. Pioneers can shoot it. Baker turns it over. It's coming alive here in the Cook Center.
Nice drive from Zay, but couldn't get the finish. Baker basketball the other way. A wide open three-pointer. No good from Cam Jones.
Ooh, got to be careful there. You're Malachi Bryant. Can't turn it over in the backcourt, giving easy layups.
Bryant setting up the offense here. Gets the ball to Boutte. Caberline sets a screen. Boutte fires, no good. Rebound, Alex Gunnels. Swinging it around, giving him some space to work on Malachi Bryant. In the corner. Here's another three-pointer. This one is good from Cam Jones. And Baker has cut the lead back down to three. Got some good stops on this end and able to make a couple of three-pointers. Baker right back in this one. Mid-range jumper from Malachi Bryant, and that's a deadly shot right there. Malachi Bryant averaging 19 a game coming into this one, and a stellar performance tonight could put him over the 20-point mark. We're going to get Voss on that foul. Only the first foul of the game so far for the Pioneers. In case you missed it, earlier this evening, the MNU ladies took on the Baker Wildcats and got a huge win, 66-41, led by the wonderful Cameron Green. 25-point sensation from her. It's a great inbound play from Baker. Gets the bucket for Cam Jones. And now Cam Jones gets his hand on that pass. Still MNU ball.
Yeah, defensively, this team is a physical team. They're going to run man all game. So the Pioneers are going to have to take care of the ball. And just because they turn over the ball does not mean they're not going to go get it their own as well.
Kobe Nunez just checking into the game. Cannot get the contested layup to go. Here comes Baker the other way. Baker also making a few subs. Here's Makai Blakeney matched up against Jones. Ooh. Tough play. Jones tries a three. It's strong, but it ends up in his own hands. And Baker, now with a fresh shot clock, will get to reset the offense. It's another thing Baker has not done very well at this year, is getting those offensive rebounds.
You know, the size has been a problem so far.
But it works out there. Gets the bucket. Now it's a one-point game. Boutte resetting the offense, dribbling out to the logo. Only 7 to shoot. Boutte driving, tries to get it to Wagler in the corner, but is fouled in the process.
And that's going to be our first media timeout here. We're going to go to commercial break first from the Pioneer Sports Network. We'll be back in the coach's booth later, so get ready for that one, but we're going to go to commercial break this time.
We are
Back here in the Cook Center, your score 11-10. Pioneers came out with a smoking hot 9-0 lead. Timeout by the Baker Wildcats is successful as they push it back within one in our first under media. So far, the story of the game's been the three-point line for both teams. I mean, Pioneers hit three early to take that 9-0 lead, but then Tucker answers with a long one.
Yeah.
And Jones answers on the left wing. So both teams going to have to be better on the arc. What we're seeing, though, is such a pack line defense in the paint, you're going to get open threes. And I think both teams are okay with that. So it'll be a question of which team goes cold first. I think that's what we're going to see here because both defenses are going to continue to play pack line defense.
A few substitutions for the Pioneers. Landon Wagler coming in for Uriah Boutte. Bryant, the only remaining sub in the game. He's got it beyond the arc. Driving inside. Great move. Tough shot, no good. Rebound, Baker. They've been making some huge stops defensively. Here's a three-pointer, just a bit short. That's Jimmy Dorsey on the shot, but Baker ends up with it. Tucker tried to cross up Logler, but dribbles it off of his foot, and it'll be Wildcat ball.
Yeah, Landon Wagler right there. He's got to slow it down. And the Pioneers do like to play fast. We've seen that a lot here in the Cook Center, but you got to make the single play right there and just slow down, get you back into your offense, not try to push anything too fast.
Out to Tucker, matched up with Kobe Nunez. Step back three is good. Miles Tucker, that's a tough shot right there.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of step back threes tonight from Miles Tucker.
I mean, that is one of the hardest shots in basketball to defend, but it's also one of the hardest shots to make. But Miles Tucker is showing he can make it right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things, if he makes it, you're like, okay, good on you, because my defense is right there, right?
Right.
But realistically, even the hottest players are not going to make 4 or 5 of those in a game.
Exactly.
So they're probably living with that shot if you're the Pioneers.
Baker now with their first lead of the game, 13-11. Elliot Mulgren in the corner. Good three-pointer and the foul.
What do we say here in the Cook Center, guys? You never foul jump shooters.
Never.
You never foul jump shooters, especially one highest quality as Elliot Mulgren. He gets a chance to put us a 4-point play and put the Pioneers up by 2. What a shot by the freshman.
Mulgren makes it 5 for 5 on the season from the three-point line, finishes the 4-point play, and now gives the Pioneers a 2-point lead. But Cam Jones responds with a 3. Baker back on top by 1. The hot shooting continues.
Yeah. Travel call there on Branton Van Dyke. He's shuffling his feet. So that's going to be an easy call. I'm not happy about that one, but seemed a pretty easy call for me from up here. Look, when the Pioneers both teams are going to have to adjust, right? They're going to have to be better about getting into the gap slightly and then fanning out because everybody's a sniper right now. So you can't leave anybody for a heavy gap.
Alley-oop. Gunnels to Jones. Baker, their largest lead of the night now, up by 3. Boutte checks in but loses a pass. And Baker has all the momentum in the Cook Center right now.
Yeah, nobody there on Isaiah Cole, and he just forces something, thinking that maybe somebody was going to be there for him, and that's a tough play. If you're Isaiah Cole, you got to be smarter. You're a junior, one of the better players for this team. You got to understand there's nobody on me. I got to drive this ball or shoot it.
Cam Jones already with 10 points. Couldn't get that one to go. Here comes Boutte the other way. Great pass to Zay, but can't finish the layup.
Just too fast. Got to slow down there.
Yep. That's tough, though. You know you got a defender trailing you.
Yeah.
Alex Gunnels.
I didn't hear bank call. I didn't hear bank. And it's like it's a weekend. It's a Thanksgiving weekend. You know, like I don't know if they're open on Tuesday night on Thanksgiving week.
The banks are going to close soon. Branton Van Dyke with the ball now. Excellent ball handler. Gets it to Mulgren. Nice shot fake. Cannot find the open Uriah Boutte, but a foul is called. That one's going to be on Jimmy Dorsey.
That's going to be his second. They're going to have to watch, probably come a sub when they realize it, but they're going to have to watch for him as they come out of this set. Elijah Voss going to come off the side. No, you're right, would say. Switched it up on me. It's been a while since I've been down in that booth down there. I got to remember, things do change out here.
They do.
Oh, man.
And another wayward pass. Turnover after turnover for the Pioneers. After their hot start, the offense has grown cold.
That's 5 already for the Pioneers. They had 5 all game versus Dordt when they won. And now they got 5 in the first 9 minutes of the game. They got to figure it out here.
Baker is a team that doesn't force a lot of turnovers either, but they do give up a lot of turnovers. So
yeah.
Pioneer defense can stay active, still win the turnover battle tonight. Van Dyke on the wing. Tries to get Caberline the mismatch, but can't find it. Boutte tries a 3. It's wide left. Rebound Cam Jones. Do you think about switching it up now that the three-pointers aren't falling? Do you try to drive a little bit more, or do you continue to stick with it in this game?
How they got so many open threes was the drive initially, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a drive, collapse, kick. Drive, collapse, kick. That's for both teams. That's how they were getting it. And now it seems like, oh, I'm hot. I'm just going to pull it. And that's not the mindset you want to have as a player, because you understand why you got open ones. So they're going to have to continue to drive it, yes, if they want success.
Tucker with a miss right there, missed all of it. Now he's got Zay on the other end, and it's swatted away by Miles Tucker. So great transition defense from him off the miss.
He's either got to be more physical and back right into him, or he's just got to go straight up and pound it off the glass, because he's got the vertical. That's not the problem.
Also on that last sequence, Elijah Voss picked up his second foul, so they'll have to watch that as well. Van Dyke backing down his defender, but cannot get the finish. Almost rips the ball away, but it's going to be Wildcat basketball.
Close call there. I love the hustle there by your point guard. Anytime your point guard is going in to get offensive rebounds, your team is usually pretty good, right? That means a lot.
Malachi Bryant getting ready to check back in. That'll leave all 5 starters back out there on the floor for the Nears. Van Dyke gets a hand on it, but Alex Gunnell is able to come down with it. Finds Tucker off the screen, poked away by Caberline.
Yeah, way to slow it down by Isaiah Cole. They've had problems with turnovers all night. Let's make the simple play here and get an easy bucket.
Boutte matched up against Cam Jones. Driving to the block. Fade away, no good. Ball tipped up in the air, still being tipped around. Baker finally able to come down with it. Pioneers have numbers on the defensive end, though. Ooh. Nearly took too many steps. Now Cam Jones goes up, and a foul is called. That one's going to be on Isaiah Cole as we hit our second media timeout of the first half. Wildcats up by 6.
All right, we're going to go in the booth with Coach, presented by Fairway Mortgage.
Come on.
Override my graphics, please. Thank you, sir.
What you got, Coach Frankie?
All right, pause it right here. Let's go back a little bit, actually. I want to see the setup of the play. Look at this play. This is a Spain action right here, right? We understand that Uriah's going to get back screen. Makai's got to be speaking already. Back screen. Play a little bit here. He gets the ball to his point guard and handoff. Look at Uriah. Way up higher, and that's just an easy bucket. First of all, it's the miscommunication there by Uriah and Makai. They got to switch, right? You got to understand, right here, you're not getting over this. You already made the mistake of not talking. So he's got to come down, and they got to switch. They got to talk here. This is just not good enough defensively on the communication side. And the Pioneers are down 21-15 because of stuff like that. Obviously, the turnover's been big, but when you're allowing easy buckets out of plays like that, it's going to be hard to win basketball games. Now, the Cook Center's been good to the Pioneers. The Cook Center's been very good. We've seen most of their, I think all 3 of the losses the Pioneers have come on the road.
Yep.
So we're hoping that kind of Cook Center magic starts to come back up.
Yeah.
Here on Thanksgiving weekend.
Absolutely great crowd tonight.
Yeah,
lots of people on hand. A lot of people making the trip from Baldwin City to come down 30 minutes down the road.
I love it.
Action-packed night here in the Cook Center. Men's and women's basketball. Can the men finish off the sweep of the night? We'll see what happens. Cam Jones can't knock down the first free throw, but makes the second. 22-15 now. And it looks like Xavier McCord is going to check in for the free throw shooter Cam Jones. It's Bryant, Caberline, Boutte, Voss, and Wagler on the court for the Pioneers. Can this group create some much-needed offense? Caberline picks up his dribble, now gets it to Bryant. Thinks about a three, he'll take this one. It's good! Malachi Bryant with his second three-pointer of the night, 2 for 2 from downtown. A much-needed three-point shot for the Pioneers.
Big one when you needed one. Who do you go to? Your veteran point guard, who's shown it time and time again this year that he's going to come up clutch.
Caberline out there guarding Jimmy Dorsey. Here's a three-pointer, is good. That's Carter Trumbore, the junior guard, knocking it down. Baker lead back up to 7.
Can't gamble there if you're Raya.
Boutte is hot from the corner, a big-time three. This team's going back and forth from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they got to switch back here. Good switch back by Caden.
It looks like they're going to get Uriah Boutte on that one. He's getting his hands in there a little bit too much.
Yeah, well, you know that Trumbore is a sniper. He makes a good amount of them, so they're going to have to tag him all the way along. Now Uriah just pulls too much on his jersey. He's not close enough on the tag, so he's going to get called for it. It's part of the give and go with playing that kind of an intense defense. Sometimes that's going to happen.
Trumbore off the screen, now gives it to the screener. That's some good offense, but it cannot result in a bucket. And looks like they're going to get goaltending on that one.
Interference on the offense, so it's going to go the other way. But, man, he was physical down there. Big boy, number 23, Lucas Lyons. He battling down there with Caden. We haven't seen a whole lot of bigs do that so far.
Caden Caberline leading the Pioneers in assists this year. Here's a long three from Boutte, is good! He is fired up and on fire from beyond the arc. MNU back within 1.
There's a reason him and Malachi lead the team in scoring. Those dudes are unbelievable in every 3 levels of the scoring. They just got to be better defensively, especially as leaders. They got to speak their team into this game.
Golans, what a bounce. That is the luckiest bounce I've ever seen. Just seems like everything is going in on both ends.
And it's not necessarily that high of a score. If you look at the score, 28-24 with 7 minutes is not bad.
Caberline driving, cannot get it. Wagler cannot get the tip back in. And here comes Baker the other way. Going baseline. Has to kick it back out. Offense is reset. Goins going to get a screen. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Just a bit strong from Lucas Lyons. Rebounded by Landon Wagler. Wide open Makai Blakeney. And his foul going up. He'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, one thing that we've seen adjustments from the Pioneers. It used to be a very simple system. You're 1 through 5. Or you're 2 through 5, go and crash. And that's always how it was for the Pioneers. Now, Coach Epps understands the game and says, look, if my 5-man's at half court, why do I want him going out there to get that pass? Right. So if your guy shoots, now you're gone. Makai Blakeney gets an easy layup because of it.
Makai Blakeney, 65% free throw shooter so far this year. Drills the first one.
I'm just waiting for the game when Mekhi Blakeney and Kobe Nunez pop out of nowhere and give you a 20 ball, because it's coming, folks. I promise you it's coming.
Both gentlemen on the court now. And it looks like they're going to get Wagler on the foul there, as that was Xavier McCord driving in.
That's his first 5th team foul.
And looks like they're going to call it a shooting foul. So McCord will head to the line.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the motion of shooting, but like, because they're saying because of the foul, he doesn't get the ball up. But in my opinion, there was no foul, right? I mean,
yeah,
it looked like a lot of body contact, maybe,
body
but
contact, yeah.
That's got to be on the floor, though. If it's on the body, it's got to be on the floor.
I won't say it.
Nope.
But you know what I'm thinking.
No. Yep. BDL. That's all I'm going to say.
Pioneers with a chance to tie the game for the first time in about 8 minutes.
Oh. That's just one of those situations. You just have to make the easy play. You don't have to make the fancy one. Turn, pivot, hit your guy Kobe Nunez on the wing.
Had a little bit of a panic attack there once he picked up his dribble.
And the pressure defensively did it.
Yep.
You know, that's really good pressure there by number 1 for the Baker Wildcats, Ethan Vietz. But they've got to be better there. Malachi Bryant's got to be better.
Here's Miles Tucker. Step back from the elbow, no good. Rebound Pioneers trying to push the court. Ball was tipped. They say it was last touched by Baker.
Make the simple play. My goodness, yeah, he's going to come out for that one. We have so many turnovers already in this game. The Pioneers with 6 of them early already. You have to make the simple play and get back in this ball game. You're only down 3. You don't need to make the Hail Mary play.
Kobe Nunez on the wing, gets the screen from Mulgren. Now Blakeney has it up top, gets it to Bryant. Cannot settle into the offense. They get it to Nunez, though, who fires up a 3, no good. Just seemed like an awkward sequence there for the Pioneers, and it looks like they're going to get Mekhi Blakeney with the foul there. Just seemed like the offense was just awkward.
Yeah. Well, you know, super physical defense by the Baker Wildcats. And when you lose a lot of talent, you don't really have the offense yet this season. Obviously today they have had it, but so far the season not been there. So they have to play physical defense, and it's just disorienting for the Pioneers so far.
Baker averaging 76 points per game. Compare that with the Pioneers' 84, but that's a nice bucket right there from Xavier McCord, and the Wildcats are up by 5. Trying to set up some offense here. Kobe Nunez has it at the top. Now Blakeney. Nice drive. Goes up with the right hand, up and in. Huge bucket for him.
Yeah, what you're starting to see here, now we're in conference, right? Everybody knows everybody's plays.
Yep.
So now you got to be basketball players, because they obviously switch there on the double screen. They know it's coming, but Mekhi Blakeney does a good job of just going to the rim and making a tough bucket.
Ball tipped up and in. Another lucky basket for Baker. And it seems like when the Pioneers are finally able to get a bucket, Baker just responds right back. Blakeney will try his luck from beyond the arc. No good, but Wagler gets the rebound. Bryant with the 3. No good. Mulgren hustling, and he's going to get called as he pushed off the back of Xavier McCord.
That's going to go to our immediate timeout here. 3:49 left in this first half. Your score, 32-27 Wildcats as we go to commercial break.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
Back here in the Cook Center, like you said, your score 32-27, Baker Wildcats. Pioneers struggling with some physical defense, and then Baker Wildcats going on the other, hitting tough shots.
Yeah, they are.
But unbelievably efficient hitting those tough shots. 52.2% from the field, 53.8% from the three-point line. Pioneers shooting it pretty well from the three-point line, 53.8%, but, man, and they get in that paint, and there's a lot of physicality. They don't seem to come up with the bucket. Already in the bonus is the Baker Wildcats. That'll be something to watch in this last 3:49, as both teams have their timeout they'll have to use soon.
Makes the first 1-and-1 free throw. See something interesting about Xavier McCord's shot that you probably can't pick up on the cameras, but the ball is kind of spinning sideways out of his hand once he releases it.
Yeah, that's a funky shot.
Yeah,
it's a little odd. It's also where the ball ends up. It doesn't end up straight on his hand.
Right. Almost like a knuckleball in basketball or in baseball. There's just not a lot of spin on it. Couldn't get it to go. 33-27 Baker. 3.5 minutes to play in half number one. Wagler tries a three. No good. Caberline hustling for the rebound. Gets the tip out. Great hustle board from the Pioneers. And a foul is called on Ethan Viets.
Good hustle there by Caden Caberline, big man number 5, to get that one for the Pioneers. Now they go back into the bonus. So this is going to be key for both teams. Keep attacking the paint, right? You're already in bonus. No matter what, if you make or miss this shot or just get hacked on the way down, you're getting free throws. So let's be aggressive. And then when we do, then we get open ones. Landon Wagler shot a fast one there. Not necessarily open, but he felt like he was because they haven't been open all night since the first couple minutes.
Isaiah Cole, now 9 of 10 from the free throw line on the season. Something to be proud of for sure. Knocks them both down here, 33-29. MNU getting closer and closer as we approach halftime. Taking a while.
Yep.
To set up the offense.
Yeah, very weird. They really want this action.
Now 8 seconds to shoot. Tucker, another step back three, and he knocks it down. Miles Tucker, 11 points now in half number one. Bryant goes up strong and gets it to go. That's a tough shot, especially for a point guard, but a physical bucket. Tucker tries another one, just a bit strong, rebounded by Uriah. Nice pass to Zay, but it's picked off. Baker with numbers coming the other way. Open three-pointer from the corner is good. Carter Trumbore, his second three of the night, and now Baker in a flash up by 8. Landon Wagler with it on the block. He's got the physical edge on Cam Jones, trying to utilize it, and a nice layup underneath the basket. Floats it up and in with the right hand.
Yeah, Jones knew the spin was coming. He's right there. He goes back to the spin, to the left hand, inside. Great move by Landon Wagler.
Tucker now with the mismatch on Caden Caberline. Tries to get around him, but can't. Cam Jones, logo three, no good. Another rebound from Uriah Boutte.
That one didn't look normal come out of his hands.
Great pass, Bryant to Caberline.
It's almost Christmas season, and he was gifted him that pass right there. It was just, whoop, here's a present. Easy bucket.
I'd say Caden Caberline is thankful for that one.
Oh, man. for low action here.
Wagler gets his hands on it. Cam Jones able to come down with it. Only 6 seconds to shoot. Goins running out of time. Bryant pressuring him. Here's a tough shot from Lucas Lyons. No good. Rebound Isaiah Cole. That's 3 great stops in a row for MNU on defense. And the 20-footer from Malachi Bryant is good. That's a dozen points for him in half number 1. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. And good old Uncle Mo, the momentum starting to switch sides here in the Cook Center.
Like every grandpa says, defense leads the offense, folks. You get 3 stops, and it's just like that. We're back in the game.
There's another stop. Caberline with a strong rebound. Pioneers working quickly, trying to go 2 for 1 at the end of the half. Boutte floats it up. Cannot get the bucket, but gets the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. 30 seconds left in half number 1.
Yeah, what we're seeing here is the physicality on the other end that Baker's been playing with. Now the Pioneers have that, right? Yep. They're replicating exactly what they're seeing and causing Baker problems. They're not even trying sometimes. It looks like they're just coming in and they're like, okay, now we got to slow down the offense. So it's just a weird thing here. Usually they get sped up, they try to get into a play, but coach is calling them to slow down and wait to the last 10 seconds.
Right. Uriah makes the first. Chance to tie it here with this next one before halftime. Feels like that would be just a huge bit of momentum for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
Feel like they've been out physical, you could say, in the first half, but to walk away from it tied, knowing you got a whole nother 20 minutes in a brand new ball game, could be huge for MNU. Knocks it down, 39-39, 30 seconds left. Coach Hepker didn't have a chance to use his use it or lose it timeout, so we'll see if they can get a rebound, if Baker even takes a shot before the end of the half.
My guess is they're going to hold this one knowing they don't want Hepker to draw off something. That's just smart coaching there. Let's not give Adam Hepker, a great coach at drawing up plays, a chance to even do anything. Yeah, they're going to hold it here. No 5-second call in MNU men's AI level, so.
Bryant playing tough. Miles Tucker now got it. Tucker thought about a step back. Maybe he's working it. Great shot fake. Mid-range shot, no good. And we hit the half. Pioneers and Wildcats knotted up at 39 apiece in a wild back and forth, hot and cold first half.
Yeah, Pioneers thankful to come out of that one tied, but that means this one's basically 0-0, folks, in the second half. That's going to be the mindset for both teams. So we'll be back with you with about 3 minutes left at halftime to go over our first half stats.
Time, baby. Let's go.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
welcome you back inside the Cook Center, getting set for your second half of action between the MNU Pioneers and the Baker Wildcats. This half has been really unexpected, but at the same time very expected. Knotted up at 39, and between these two rivals, you don't expect anything less.
Yeah, we're going to start here with some stats. First, for the team stats, looking at their Baker Wildcats, shooting it at a 46.7% clip. 33 from the free throw line, struggling from that side, but not at all from the outside. 9 for 18, 15 rebounds total, 2 of them on the offensive end, and 5 turnovers. For your Pioneers, 43.3% field goal total, 85% from the free throw line, 7 for 14, so both shooting at 50% from the outside. 21 total rebounds, out-rebounding the Baker Wildcats by 6, 5 of them on the offensive glass, and 7 turnovers. Yeah, the Baker Wildcats, have been outstanding from the outside. It's been unreal. Now, the Pioneers have had shot it well as well, but it feels like it doesn't feel the same,
No, not
the
at all.
50% are not equal here, but
Insane.
we are tied up here at 39. We'll go over some player stats real quick. For the Baker Wildcats, it's been all Tucker every way. Step back 3 into the paint one time and gets 11 to go, 2 assists, 1 rebound on 4 of 9. And for your Pioneers, it's Malachi Bryant. Both point guards doing well. Malachi's got 12 with 3 assists and 1 rebound.
I'm a math guy. I'm just going to break down my crazy stat of half number 1. There have been 32 three-point shots in half number 1. That means a three-pointer on average is going up every 37.5 seconds in this first half. Pretty much,
It's basically
almost every possession.
Almost every, probably every other.
Unbelievable.
Knowing the pace of this game.
Yeah.
But, man, that's that new style of basketball, is it not? Everybody wants to chuck up threes and get them off, but it's not really turning into points, to be honest with you. 39 on both sides, so both teams need to figure out how they're going to execute both physicality, defense. So the Pioneers, I don't expect any team to go away from the physicality. It's just who can outlast them conditioning-wise.
Yep. And, at least this season, it's been the Pioneers that have, at least early in the season, won a lot of those close games. Recently, a few heartbreakers in conference. But, they won the tough one against Mount Mercy on Saturday.
Yeah.
And here they are getting ready. On one hand, you feel like Baker just cannot shoot the three-pointer all game. It's not going to last. But on the other hand,
you never
50%,
know.
it's hard to go against the numbers.
Yeah.
Baker has 39 points in the first half. 27 of them have been from beyond the arc. That's just unbelievable.
And it is way more efficient from the outside. If you take away the three-pointers, you're 5 of 12 from the inside, which is really not great. It sounds okay, but when you talk about the paint, that's not great.
Yeah.
So there might be a point where Coach Adam Hepker from the Pioneers is like, hey, drive them off the line.
Yeah.
Let's make them make layups inside over Caden Caberline or Elliott Mogren or Makai Blakeney.
MNU ended the first half on an 8-0 run. Can they continue that here after the break as we start the second half of action? And Cam Jones immediately puts an end to that run and puts Baker back on top.
Yeah, no, it's too easy of a bucket there. They got to be more physical and be ready for that.
Starters on the court for both teams here to open up the second half. Uriah Boutte thought about a step back of his own. Instead, he'll give it to Bryant. Driving with the left hand. Gets it to Zay. He'll kick to Boutte for a long 3. It's good! Uriah Boutte puts the Pioneers on top for the first time in almost 14 minutes of gameplay. What a nice answer there.
Pioneers got to be better in transition defense. Got to get back and get in front of your guys, all 5 of them.
Aberline showing the ball handling a little bit, getting to the rim.
He's one of the best 5-mans at moving the ball around. Doesn't do a whole lot out of his ball handling, but he toes it there. He's capable.
Yep. Definitely a 5-tool player for the Pioneers. Cam Jones goes up and is fouled on that one. That one's going to be on Zay. Just his first foul, though.
Yeah, already we're back into the sport of scoring, man. Like, what are we? It's been all game. I mean, if you would have told me if I had no scoreboard up in that first half, and you would have told me, it ended 39 all, would have called you crazy. It felt like it was 50s, but the scoring has been unreal. It's been so efficient.
Yeah, there's been stretches where both teams seem that they can't miss, and other stretches where both teams are turning the ball over, and it seems like they can't make anything.
Yep.
It's just been a wild first half with streaks and runs, and that is the game of college basketball today. Who can get on the run when it counts? Voss backing down his defender, taking the step back and banks it and drills that one. I saw him practicing that shot pregame, putting it into action there.
I promise you, that's his go-to move.
Yep.
Every time he can get down into the paint and fade away on you with that left foot, he's going to go for it every time.
Tay called for that foul. It is not a shooting foul. It'll be Wildcat basketball on the baseline. Eli Obaski, the junior forward, number 3, gets the ball here. Did not play a ton in half number 1, although he did start. Had the early foul and got taken out for most of the first half. But here he is, definitely with the height advantage. It's a great pass, but Cam Jones can't finish the layup. Oh, and a wayward pass by Bryant, but he's able to get the ball right back. Wild sequence. Now the ball's poked away again. Here comes Tucker. Foul called on Voss, and he'll head to the free throw line. Some undisciplined basketball from both sides on that sequence.
Yeah, Malachi Bryant just gets picked way too easily for what I wanted on a veteran point guard than on the other side. Elijah Voss, not really much he can do. Tucker does great at drawing that foul, and he's going to get a chance to tie it right here as he does.
That's Voss's 3rd foul, so he'll take a trip to the bench lane, and Wagler checks in for him. Miles Tucker now, 12 points on the night. Like we mentioned, leading scorer for the Wildcats, averaging 16.5 a game, looking like he might surpass that tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this is one of those games you need your guys to show up, and he's done it so far.
Landon Wagler has it, matched up with Cam Jones.
A lot of
has
hands.
the size advantage.
Yeah.
Foul called.
They should have called it 3 times ago. It's easy. They were big on that a couple of years ago. Anytime you put 2 hands on anybody, that's a foul. And he's just, boom, banging every time. It's got to be a foul easily.
Gets it to Wagler off the baseline play. Now Caberline. Kicking it back out. Boutte trying to drive, but can't get around Tucker. 8 seconds to shoot. Now he drives, lays it up and in with the left hand, and one.
He is so good in a one-on-one situation. Clear out your team and let him go to work. Either hand, either way, any spot on the court. I'll take him versus anybody at this level.
Converts on the and one free throw. Pioneers up 3.
Oh.
And that's just more undisciplined basketball. Obaski wasn't checking his feet, stepped over the baseline on the inbound pass.
And didn't get a whole lot of minutes like we said in the first half. Now he's already out. Him and Dooley not in the same page, having some words as he comes out. We might not see him the rest of the game. We'll see on that.
Has not been much of a factor so far in this one. That gives way for Lucas Lyons against Caberline. Gives it to Bryant. He's going to drive. Triple teamed on the inside. Jumps. Loses possession. Caberline has to save it, but Baker ends up with it. Here comes Tucker the other way. Great Euro step around Isaiah Cole. 49-48 now.
Foul.
Side of Wagler, and that one's going to be on Alex Gunnels. Had his hands wrapped up all around Landon Wagler.
Yeah, tough bucket there by Mel Tucker on the Euro. You just got to be better, though, if you're right. Isaiah Cole, he knows better than that to jump on without even a step yet. He hasn't even taken his first step, so you know you have to wait at least for one more. But he's so far into the basket, and he's not stopping himself from going.
Brayton Van Dyke checking in for Malachi Bryant, getting a rest before he checks back into the game. Van Dyke with the ball here. Nice pass to Zay in the corner. Fakes it and is fouled by Tucker. Just his first foul, though.
Yeah, he called it right there. I probably should have gone baseline, but he gets the foul call either way, so it ends up working out for him.
We'll take you right there.
But I was ready to hear him to go baseline and go, hey, go up again for one of Isaiah Cole's dunks we're so used to.
What a crazy way to finish that game, the Isaiah Cole game a few weeks ago. Is it against Evangel?
I think that was Dort.
Was it?
No. Yeah, it was Dort. It was Dort.
Okay.
Had an amazing game.
That one's going to be called on Van Dyke. That's his second foul. Both teams kind of in foul, not necessarily individual players in foul trouble, but each team with 4 fouls already in the first 4 minutes of half number 2. Tucker tries his luck from 3, and it's good. Miles Tucker, his 4th three-pointer of the night, puts the Wildcats on top, 51-49. Caberline, nice move, shot fake, puts it up, a strong bucket from the big man. The hometown hero ties the game here.
Yeah, when your guards are out of the game, not doing too hot in this first half, why not go down low to your big man and let him go to work?
Miles Tucker trying to stay hot, gets the foul called.
Yeah, look at Caden Caberline being smart, going baseline, holds 1 second for the jump to come up, and then goes physically, bangs it off the back of the rim so he can't get blocked. It's a very good play by Caden Caberline.
This is kind of expected in these tough rivalry games.
We're shooting here. Wow. It looked like he was trying to carry it over the top of Isaiah Cole when they called it.
Shot.
Are they saying they must have said the call was way later, but that's not when I heard the whistle. Misses the first one.
Which is not typical for Tucker. 85% free throw shooter on the season. Goes 1 for 2 here.
Interesting call, but either way the game goes on. Pioneers got to be resolute here.
Isaiah Cole gets it into Landon Wagler. Trying to make the most out of that size mismatch. Great job backing down the defender. Landon Wagler puts the Nears back on top. Cam Jones trying to respond. The fadeaway, no good. Rebound by Uriah Boutte. He's been busy on the boards. Driving here, up and in. Wow. He is showing he has the capabilities of becoming a superstar for Coach Epker over the next 4 years.
Yeah, I called it last year. I said, this guy stays a 4-year, he's going to be an All-American.
Yeah.
Not just an All-Conference, All-American. This guy is unbelievably good offensively, and he's improving so dramatically defensively in a short span of time.
There's another rebound for him, and here come the Pioneers the other way. Finding Zay in transition, but loses the handle on it. Couldn't get the bucket. Here comes Baker. Tucker backed himself into a corner, but passes out of it. Here's a three-pointer from Alex Golan's no good. Rebound, Caden Caberline. And Van Dyke will finally slow it down after a few back-and-forth fast-paced sequences. 14 minutes left, 55-52. On a chilly Tuesday night. Could not get any more fierce between these two rivals. And they're going to get Carter Trumbore on the foul there.
And that easy call. going to push us to media here. 55-52. Pioneers take the lead for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
With 13:46 as we go to commercial break here on Pioneer Sports Network.
We are back here inside the Cook Center. Head coach Adam Hepker and head coach Sean Dooley talking things over with their respective squads. Been very, very physical throughout this entire game. And although it's been sloppy at times, you expect both teams to be their best heading into the last 13:46 of this one.
Man, you already look here in the second half. Pioneers with 16 points on a 7 of 8 shooting, super efficient. Yeah. It's just been the turnovers. You have 4 turnovers when you don't need to. And they're going to have to figure it out how they're going to attack that offensively. Can we take care of the ball? And because when we do, it's unbelievable.
Yep. Pioneers with the inbound here. Finds Wagler. He's got that size mismatch again. Cannot quite get the finish, though. He's utilized that a lot, though, tonight.
And I'm okay with it. You know, somebody who's been very outside all year, let's get his inside paint presence going.
Miles Tucker, the senior star for this Wildcats team. Great shot fake, driving, no good. Ball is batted around, and Mekhi Blakeney ends up with it for the Pioneers.
Nice move there by Tucker. Can't convert. Like we said, pushed him off the three-point line. He hasn't been super efficient inside the paint.
Blakeney could not get the tough finish at the Heart of America logo in the paint. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Cam Jones thought about the three, instead drives baseline. Now he tries one from the Heart logo. No good.
And he's had no success with any hooks inside the paint.
Yeah.
They're okay with him taking that shot, especially if he can drive him on the three-point line where he's hit a couple.
It's been the story of the game. Three-point shot after three-point shot. Kobe Nunez right on cue. No good.
And you can just tell overthinking his shot there. You know, like it's been that way all year. Everything feels methodical, trying to get going in a new plays. It's tough, but you just got to let it come to you. He's such a talent offensively. Just to let the game get into your brain and get back into it.
Golan's driving. Has it again. Baseline. Gets inside. Looks like a miscommunication there for the Pioneers on defense.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to switch, and then they had a good Gortat screen by Jones. Love those.
Great pass to Blakeney, but stuffed right there by Ethan Veets. And it'll be Baker basketball. Tough play right there from the junior guard. Both head coaches take the opportunity to make some substitutions.
Yeah, Elijah Voss back in the game. He has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful. But they're going to go with a little bit smaller lineup. It's maybe some shooting as well from the outside.
McCord, kick out, has the three, but decides against it. Lyons instead tries the hook shot, no good, but finds Xavier McCord. Now he fakes his man and goes up and in. Second chance points for the Wildcats have given them the lead here. As they get Miles Tucker on the foul, that's his second.
Yeah, the Pioneers let Lyons, they're going to let him be out there, right? He's not a good three-point shooter, not even one who wants to take a three-point shot. That's why they're leaving him open so far out there. So the fact that you let him go down, drive, and somehow get an offensive rebound when you already have position is not acceptable for the Pioneers.
Caberline checking back in. And 2 other starters, Isaiah Cole and Malachi Bryant, getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. Nunez finds Voss. He'll try a 3 from the wing. No good. Made that 3-pointer early in the game. Since then, hasn't really shot too many. Thought about testing his luck there. Didn't work out. Xavier McCord trying to back down Landon Wagler. Makes his move, but cannot get the finish. Voss again on the wing. And Van Dyke will reset the offense here. Get some quick ball movement. They swing it around to Voss. Driving to the block. Kick out to Van Dyke. A quick 3-pointer, no good. Here comes Baker the other way. Alex Goins one-on-one with Voss. Tries to drive in strong. They get the foul on Voss. He thought he was straight up.
He folded just slightly, just enough for the ref to see it. And bench warning there on Adam Hepker.
Another thing of note, that is Voss's 4th foul.
That was his 4th personal.
Yep.
So we'll see if looks like they're going to keep him out there, at least for the time being.
I think you need his vocal presence right now more than anything with a tight game where shots haven't been falling in the last couple minutes. You're probably okay with it. Well, they're going to take him out. Never mind. You're going to see I was giving him a case here for staying in the game, and he just overruled me. And he can do that anytime. I mean, he's the coach.
He is the head coach. That is true. Typically, a head coach has more say over the game than the commentators do.
You know, we do have a commentator jinx. We have that, but yeah.
That's about it.
That's basically all we have up here.
Baker hustling, getting the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Now McCord driving in. And a foul is called on Malachi Bryant.
Yeah, it's going to be his first, but it's going to be the team's 7th. That's going to send them to the line after media break. And 9:58 left in this game. 56-55 here in the Cook Center. We'll go to commercial break.
You need Jerry.
You said in Jerry law?
Injury law.
In Jerry law.
Injury?
You need Jerry. In Jerry law.
Back here in the Cook Center, 1-point game. The lead goes to the Wildcats with 9:58. Both teams struggling here in this last 5 minutes. It was a shootout for the first 5, and then all of a sudden flips the other way.
Right, lots of defense and tough stops and turnovers and missed shots, and just not a lot of offense here for either of these teams.
No.
10 minutes to go, 1-point game. Anything could happen here. Should be a good finish. Don't want to miss this one.
Xavier McCord is 2 of 11 from the free throw line this year, having a tough time getting the lid off the basket from that line.
And right on cue, misses that one. We pointed out his funky shot earlier. Again, doesn't work out for him. Malachi Bryant back into the game for the Pioneers. Do you think he'll finish out the rest of this game, or do they pull him one more time?
Yeah, probably stays in. He's got no fouls. I wouldn't imagine there'd be a situation where you don't want your number 1 scorer and head point guard to be out, not be out there, but it's really matchup based. I could see him coming out for a couple possessions on defensively.
Caden Gaberline with the bucket, give the Pioneers a lead right back. But Xavier McCord couldn't get that one. Strong rebound from Gaberline, making his presence felt on both ends. Bryant right on the sideline, careful not to step out. Now he drives all the way, gets it to Wagler. He is also right on that line. Bryant matched up with McCord. 20-foot jumper rattles in. Gets the roll, and the Pioneers are on a roll up by 3.
Huge shot from your junior point guard. But that's what he does best. Get him in the mid-range. He's more than likely making those.
Alex Golins is fouled, the 8th team foul for the Pioneers. And he will head to the free throw line for 2.
He's somebody that doesn't shoot the ball terrifically well from the outside. Is capable slightly, so you're not going to play him as a driver, but you also can't close out that hard on a guy who's not a sniper.
Yeah. And that's a huge call. They're trying to figure out whether that foul was on Wagler or on Cole. They call it on Isaiah Cole, and that's his 3rd foul. So something to maybe watch as we get towards the end of this one.
Yeah, especially because they just got Tucker back in, so now you don't have anybody. You don't have your main defender to guard Tucker anymore. It's going to have to be somebody else.
1 for 2 from the line for Baker. They have been struggling from the free throw line. 7 of 17 tonight. And that has been a huge factor for them because if they make a few more of those, they might have the lead right now. Boutte from just beyond the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Xavier McCord. Miles Tucker thought about a 3, drives baseline. Nice finish from him. Tied up 59-59. 8 minutes to go, back in 4th. This rivalry game, we expected nothing less between these two teams. Played a lot of tough matchups over the years. And refs not really making a call. They're going to call it a jump ball.
Going to stay possession for the Pioneers, but yeah, that's a tough call. I mean,
yeah,
he did slide quite a bit with the ball, so could have called travel, but they also had other teams had possession, so they end up calling the jump ball. Pioneers get a 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Malachi Bryant matched up with Alex Golins. He drives with the left hand. Puts up a tough shot, couldn't get anything. Wagler ends up with it though, puts up the shot, and it is fouled. That's a great rebound / pass retrieved by Landon Wagler.
And Malachi Bryant really had no shot there. His wrists were held down, and he didn't have his feet set, but thankfully Wagler's there, tries to go underneath, gets fouled. Now they're going to have a chance to take the lead here late in this game, 7:41.
Knocks down the first. Pioneers once again on top, 60-59 now. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Lots of free throws, which definitely favors the Pioneers, at least so far tonight in this one. Knocks them both down. Baker's, we said, is 7 of 17 from the free throw line. But the Pioneers are 9 of 10. They've been strong from the charity stripe.
Just need to get there more.
Yeah, exactly. Alex Golins slowing things down. Gets the ball back here. They find Tucker off the screen. Jump shot is good. What a tough fadeaway shot from Tucker. 22 for him. And we're knotted up at 61. Boutte, NBA range 3, no good. Baker comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, kind of a settle there, right? You're tied up a game, a lot of time on the shot clock. I get you're open and you're a capable shooter, but you can definitely get a better shot.
Yeah. Cam Jones responds.
Barely hit anything there.
Yeah. Beautiful shot, and the Wildcats are up by 3 now. Their largest lead of the second half. Bryant, can he tie it? He can! Malachi Bryant.
Here we go. Offense is starting to heat back up for this last 6 minutes.
Get ready, Noah.
Oof, we're about to see some fireworks, I can just tell.
Who hits the next one? Will it be Cam Jones? Definitely not. Missed all of it. And it looks like They stepped out of bounds trying to save that one. It'll be Pioneer ball.
So Elijah Voss and Isaiah Cole come back into the game for the Pioneers. Both of them in kind of foul trouble.
Voss for sure in foul trouble. One more foul and he's done.
Yeah.
Zay still has 2 fouls to work with.
Neither team used a timeout here in the second half. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, Dooley likes to save him. Adam Hepker, not usually. He didn't even use his first one. So it's going to be interesting to see if that plays a factor as well late in this half. It might be a long 2 minutes in this game.
Yeah. Goins gets the takeaway, and all alone on the other end. Huge steal. Kind of a scoop and score there from Alex Goins, and Baker takes the lead right back. What does Malachi Bryant have to say about it? He drives, gets it to Caberline, puts it up with the right hand, and is fouled by Ethan Vietz. Caden Caberline heads to the free throw line. Excuse me, the foul's on Jones. Really?
I
don't think he was even in the paint on that one.
I don't think so either.
That makes a difference, though. That would be Jones' 3rd foul if it stands.
He's had a tough year from the free throw line. 56% coming into this game, just barely 56%. So he needs to hit at least one of these here. If he can hit the second one, that would be huge to cut it down to 1. Oh, man.
Can't get it. Remains a 2-point game. 5:30 to go. And Sean Dooley wants a timeout for the Wildcats.
That's going to be our stretch timeout here in the Cook Center, which means we're going to go to commercial break here in the Pioneer Sports Network.
time, baby. Let's go.
Back here in the Cook Center. 2-point game. Wildcats call a timeout. 30 seconds before the 5-minute media, hoping they can get a score here to push it to 2 possessions.
Yeah. Seems like neither team has had a 2-possession lead in the second half.
It's been back and forth in limbo all night long here. Can the Pioneers get a stop? They got a chance to draw something too, so both teams looking to get a big 30-second stretch here.
Cam Jones working on the inside and gets the bucket. Baker now up by 4. Let's see what Coach Hepper drawed up for the offense. Uriah Boutte driving to the Hart logo, no good. Caberline gets his miss and is fouled going up. He'll get another chance at the free throw line.
That's going to take us to our under 5-minute media here.
We're
going to stay out of commercial break here. We're going to talk a little bit about this. This is a tight game, right? So we got to stay out, right? 68-64. Both teams struggling to try to find a dagger for the other team.
Right.
It's been like, oh, one team goes in a run. Okay, now I'll answer you. Now you go in a cold spot.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just take off a couple possessions here. And
Yeah.
neither team can find that rhythm on both ends of the floor. But in my opinion, it's got to come from the defensive end. If I'm a coach, right? If you get a couple steals, don't give up any of your boards, and you limit them, and the physicality's still there, then it's a whole different game.
I'm sure Coach Hepker is pointing out that it's really been a two-man show for the Baker Wildcats.
Yep.
It's been Miles Tucker. He's got 22 points tonight, and Cam Jones with 20. Those two guys, if you can stop those two, you got a really good chance of winning this game. And as well for the Pioneers, it's kind of been a two-man show for them too.
Yeah.
Bryant with 17 and Boutte with 19. So if you can get those two guys going or get someone else, maybe Isaiah Cole.
Yep.
I like saying his name late in games now. Maybe get him going. Caden Caberline has been showing some stuff. If he can make a couple of these free throws, get his head in the right space. There's a lot of different ways to create offense here for the Pioneers. But like you said, it's got to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, for me, I just like the depth of the Pioneers in this situation, right?
Yeah.
We've seen multiple guys, like you've said, who can kind of just go off at any point, other than Malachi Bryant, you're right to say. But I don't know if I can say the same thing for the Baker Wildcats having a 2-6 start to the year.
Just short on the first one.
That long media timeout. It does it to you when you have the free throw line. It kind of ices you, so he goes 0 for 3 to start so far.
0 for 4 now. Rebound Baker as Lucas Lyons came tumbling to the floor on that one. Showing off his gymnastics skills there. Ethan Viets off the screen is fouled, and that's going to be more free throws.
Yeah, Dorsey's not super great from the free throw line. All right, he's got 9 of 11. Last year wasn't as effective, but this year he's had a good start to the season. He hasn't had a point so far, so he hasn't seen the ball go in the rim. That plays the factor. Now he has.
Yep.
So just a 5-point lead for the Wildcats here. 4:41 left. Pioneers with 3 timeouts. And both teams with 9 total fouls.
Both teams will be shooting 2 free throws for every foul the rest of the way out. Inside to Landon Wagler. He's got that size mismatch. What does he do here? Kick out to Isaiah Cole. Mid-range jumper is good. Huge bucket right there from Zay to make it a 4-point game.
Love that high hands, Devin Booker-esque. Get to that little spot, keep it up high. Easy shot for Isaiah Cole. He practices those every day in warm-ups.
What can Miles Tucker do to respond? He's going to reset the offense. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Step back 3. No good. Rebound Malachi Bryant. Feel like Baker with the lead going to be using up all 30 seconds of the shot clock quite often. Pioneers, on the other hand, take shots quickly, and Cole with a huge rebound, fouled on his way down. He'll head to the free throw line.
Big stretch right there by Cole. Plays excellent defense on turn, forces him to shoot a tough shot there, and then goes down, and after the screen gets a good old board. Can he hit these 2 to cut the lead down to 2? Had a good season from the line so far.
Continues that here. 1 possession game now, 70-67. 3:41 to go. And a 2-point game. Isaiah Cole remains perfect from the free throw line tonight.
They're going to probably look in to get it with their ISO action here with Turner. He comes off the right side.
They get it to him here. Isaiah Cole matched up against him. Now Dorsey. Back to Miles Tucker. Great pass inside. And that's going to be a foul called on Isaiah Cole, and that's a big one. That's his 4th. So now Isaiah Cole and Elijah Voss currently on the bench, both with only 1 foul to work with.
But you got to have to keep Cole out there. I mean, he's the reason Turner's been kind of stagnant here in the last 5 minutes.
And he's been so clutch late in games on the offensive end.
You need him.
You absolutely can't take him out here. Lucas Lyons makes 2 big free throws on what has been a tough night from the charity stripe for Baker. 78-62, stretching it back to a 2-possession game. Bryant driving, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Cam Jones. And Miles Tucker will slow things down, under 3 minutes now. Pioneers need some stops on defense. Inside, and another foul, this one on Caberline.
Yeah, that's a big one, like I said. Now it's double bonus all the way. Lions hasn't been great. Baker hasn't been great for the Lions in general, but he's going to get a chance here to extend this lead to 6, which feels a whole lot more than 4. I trust in 2:38 left. And this is that first one. Now the Pioneers have to be smart here. I would like a pistol action almost right here, but you also want to save that for the end of the game if you need it. That's over the back. Oh, my gosh.
Baker with the offensive rebound, and a fresh 20 seconds will tick away off the game clock here. They get another possession on offense. Can the Pioneers make a stop when it matters most? 3-pointer from Dorsey is good. Puts the 3 in Coach Hepker's face. Pioneers need to respond. Finds Wagner. Only 10 seconds to shoot. Got to make a play. Up and under. It's good. A much-needed bucket. Trims the lead down to 5. Coach Hepker takes a timeout. MNU still in this one.
Yeah, just a 5-point game. It feels like there's not a lot of time, but trust me, 154 is a plenty of time to get a couple stops and a big couple of baskets.
Yes.
But it comes down to the defensive end. The Pioneers have executed here a little bit late in the offensive end. It's just, can they get a stop without fouling?
Yeah.
It hasn't been the story
They're not
of the
making
game.
stops right now.
I mean, you have so many guys in foul trouble now. With Cole has 4. Caden Caberline has 3 now. Voss has 4 on the bench. If you lose a couple of these guys, you're looking at some dudes who haven't been in a whole lot and trusting them to make big plays late, and that's always tough when you've not been in the game to come in off of nothing and be fresh. So
Right.
just got to be better execution here in this last 1 minute, 154 on the defensive end.
Alex Golan's going to try to use up the full 30 seconds off the shot clock here, limiting the time that MNU has to respond. They get it to their star, Miles Tucker. He's going to give it up to Dorsey. Now Cam Jones trying to dribble around Wagner, can't get anywhere. Dorsey passing it inside to Lucas Lyons. Makes the bucket. It's a 3-possession game, 77-70.
Yeah, tough place there for Caden Caberline. He had no good choice there, whether he guards the guy or hopes on the drive.
And they're going to get Jimmy Dorsey on the foul, showing emotion on that one. Very tense game. And that happens when you have very whistle-happy refs that we have tonight.
Two shots. We need these from Malachi Bryant to cut it back down to a 2-possession game.
And that one does it. It's a 2-possession game now. Malachi Bryant with 18 points on the night. Make it 19, 77-72 with 1:12 to go. Pioneers in a zone press. Baker able to quickly break it. As we tick into the final 60 seconds of action here in the Cook Center. Ten seconds now to shoot. Golan's going to start up the offense. He's going to drive all the way around Bryant. and one. And that might have been the dagger, folks.
Yeah, that's a tough and one bucket by the Baker Wildcats and Gunnels, and now he's going to get a chance for three. One thing you can't do in this late of a game is give chances for an and one, and he does. Now the Pioneers are in a bigger hole with 7 and 48 seconds. Yeah, that one's over the top. That's going to give him time. If Caden Caberline can hit two, that's big. Clock doesn't run, and they get a chance to cut it back down to at least 5.
Yeah. Thing is, though, probably the weakest free throw shooter heads to the line.
Yeah.
But he's got a chance to be clutch here. Senior captain of this team. Everyone looks up to him on and off the team. Can he come up clutch here? Drills the first. It's still a 2-possession game. And Hepker gonna call a timeout here. They've only got one left. I don't know how I feel about that, though, because we saw Caberline, after the media timeout, kind of struggled from the free throw line, kind of iced him a little bit. Kind of has the same effect here, but of course you want to draw up a play on offense when you get the ball back. You want to make sure you know what's going on in the full court press.
Yeah, it's so 50-50, right? You want to get that full court press. That's the big part.
Yeah.
And if you don't make the shot, then you don't get the call to timeout. Obviously, if he makes a shot, you would have called the timeout right there anyways. But if you don't hit it, then you're talking about a whole different situation here. So it's one of those situations. A coach is a 50-50 call. That's why they get paid the big bucks, is to try to figure out what is more effective for my guy. We'll see if Caden Caberline can respond even with the icing by his own coach. Expect a couple traps. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think they'll go back into a zone defense or a zone press. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense here.
Caden Caberline is clutch. 2 for 2 when it matters most. And here come the Pioneers in a man press. Kobe Nunez matched up with Alex Gunnels. Trying not to let him cross the timeline. There's a double team, but he's able to break it. And now they got 2-on-1 the other way. Caberline quickly gets the foul in. That's his 4th.
Yeah, Jones is 3 for 4 from the line tonight, so shot it well. That's the guy that's going to go to the line. Just tough here for the men's basketball team. Just fought all night, but it's looking dimmer and dimmer that they're going to have the chance to pull it out here in the Cook Center for their possibly first loss here at home.
Jones knocks down the first one. Still a 2-possession game, though. It's the second free throw that is the big one.
Yeah. Now we're definitely going to see some kind of pistol action here.
And he hits it. How about the Baker Wildcats? Terrible, honestly, from the free throw line in the first half for the first 35 minutes of this game, but they hit them when they matter most. Bryant gets it to Boutte. Got to put up a shot quickly. The floater, no good. Rebounded Baker. Caberline can't foul. They're going to try to get a trap, though. Bryant will foul, though. Just 22 seconds left, and the Baker fans here can feel it.
Yeah, tough game. Both teams played well, but at the end of the day, you just can't execute that poorly on turnovers-wise. I mean, and you got to play without fouling. I mean, they shot it so efficiently because they're getting so many chances at the free throw line that when they do get a shot, it feels easy. So a lot of things that both teams can work on here, but the Pioneers are going to have a chance to work on it, have one day more than they usually would have had for a Saturday matchup on the road at Central Baptist, who they've already played.
Should be an interesting game for sure. They'll get a chance to enjoy some turkey on Thursday, try to reset their minds, getting ready for a huge Saturday matchup against Central Baptist. Looks like they'll fall to 2-2 in the Hart Conference now. And like you said, the first loss here in the Cook Center definitely doesn't feel well. No. But this late into November, to have your first home loss is definitely respectable.
The Pioneers, they're going to be a good team, right? We've seen that. They've faced tough teams and won them. just so many little things that you expect from a team who's kind of put together. They've had a lot of veterans, but they got a lot of new guys that just haven't quite found their rhythm. Right. And that's not going to be the case for a lot of the season. I would expect a big second half of the year from some of these guys. So this Pioneer team is in a good spot.
They've showed up big. They put up 100 points twice. There's Malachi Bryant giving the crowd a little something sweet before they head home tonight. But Baker takes down the MNU Pioneers on the road, 82-77, your final score. Both teams now 2-2, all knotted up in the Hart Conference. We were treated to a really fun basketball game, wild and physical.
Yeah.
But head coach Sean Dooley definitely impressed with the way his boys fought tonight. Going on the road and getting a huge win in a tough environment.
And it really came from two guys, to be honest. It was Tucker and Jones all night. Those guys found the bottom of the barrel more often than the Pioneers would have hoped. And that's just one of those times when it's you got to find somebody to step up big, to not foul, and to play well versus one of those guys. Now, those dudes hit unbelievably tough shots. Some of those Tucker shots, fadeaway threes from off a spin. I mean,
he is a star.
He is a bucket, but you just got to execute better. Not a whole lot of times you're going to give 30 free throws to the other team and win a game. For the Pioneers, Malachi Bryant leads the team in scoring with 22, Uriah Boutte with 19, and Caden K. Ryan 10, all three in double digits. But that's going to do it here in the Cook Center. My name was Noah Frankie. You're joined here by Matt Oldmanson. Your score was 82-77. We hope you have a great holidays and have a wonderful night.